Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about how we might be about to hear more details about Trump's D.C. entanglement after almost a year of delay. In the D.C. case about Trump's reported attempts to alter the outcome of the 2020 election, the judge rejected Team Trump's arguments, hoping to stop the filing of a brief that would outline the allegations against the former president in what is expected to be a lot more detail. The brief's purpose is to explain the prosecution's revised indictment of Trump that is tailored to fall within the bounds of the Supreme Court's presidential immunity decision. The discussion over the filing led to a little sparring between Trump's attorneys and the judge. The judge in the case appears to be trying to run her court as normal and not allow outside influences to disrupt the schedule. Trump's attorneys would obviously like to delay proceedings until after the election. Throughout the discussion, Judge Chutkan made it clear that Trump's election schedule was Trump's schedule, not the court's. At various times, the judge said, quote, "This court is not concerned with the electoral schedule," and, quote, "That's not going to be a factor I consider at all." She called it, quote, "not relevant." At one point, a Trump attorney said, quote, "We are talking about the presidency of the United States." To which the judge said, quote, "I'm not talking about the presidency of the United States. I'm talking about a 4-count indictment." When Team Trump suggested there was a rush to judgment going on, she said, quote, we all know that whatever my ruling on immunity is, it's going to be appealed, and the taking of that appeal will again stay this case. So no one here is under any illusion that we're sprinting towards any particular trial date. So the judge sided with the prosecution and set dates. The current schedule is as follows. Prosecutors must turn over all evidence to Trump's team by September 10th. Smith's team has to file the briefing on presidential immunity by September 26th. Trump's team has to respond by October 17th. Then Smith's team gets to reply by October 29th. Okay, so the proceedings will continue to drag out. However, one of the interesting developments is that Smith's filing will include more detailed information about the alleged conduct of Trump, details the public is not yet aware of. The belief is that in the next few weeks, a substantial number of exhibits and some grand jury testimony might become public. This has sent commentators into a period of waiting with bated breath. However, before anybody starts counting it as an Octoberish surprise, it's important to remember that Trump's team will obviously argue against the release. The decision on what becomes public and what doesn't rests with Judge Chutkan. Thomas Wyndham, a prosecutor, said, quote, "It is the court that will decide what is unsealed. It is not the defense or the prosecution that will do that." There's also another development in the Trump D.C. case. Smith's team filed a document labeled as, quote, "Government's classified ex parte in camera, an under seal notice regarding classified discovery." Obviously, at time of recording, nobody outside of Smith's team knows what this is about. There's theories galore, but nobody really knows yet. So this case will not go to trial before the election, but there is high likelihood that developments in this case will feature in the election coverage and probably voting decisions. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.